Alright, so we have to decide whether it's arithmetic or geometric. And I could tell that from here to here I add 10, from here to here I add 10, and here to here I add 10. So that's 20, that's 30. It's arithmetic, so it's going to have a common difference of 10. So it's going to be the explicit formula a sub n, or let me use function. Oh no, actually, sorry. A sub n equals the first number, which is negative 20, plus the difference times n minus 1. Okay, so when you distribute the 10, you get negative 20 plus 10n minus 10. So a sub n equals negative 30 plus 10n. Now, because of the space, because with the stylus here, I can't make fit in the n is greater than or equal to 1. But all of these are going to have n is greater than or equal to 1. All of them. All 20 of them. Okay, so the answer would be either this one up here or this one right here. Okay, for recursive, it's a sub 1 is negative 20, and then a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus 10. And again, n is greater than or equal to 1. It just doesn't fit. So number 2, we're not adding the same number, we're actually multiplying by the same number. So from here to here, it's times 10, times 10, times 10. So that's going to be 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000. Okay, so it's going to be a geometric, so it's going to have a common ratio of 10. So for the explicit rule, it's going to be a sub n equals the first number times the ratio to the n minus 1. And here, of course, I could fit it here in this box. Okay, so n is greater than or equal to 1. For recursive, it's going to be a sub 1 is 1, and then a sub n equals the ratio times the previous number. Okay, now that's a subscript, n minus 1. Okay, remember, this is not function notation. This is the alternative notation that comes up quite a bit in other textbooks and maybe in future courses. That's why I'm having you do this worksheet with this kind of notation. Number 3, you're adding negative 3. So from here to here, it's minus 3, minus 3. So this would be minus 14. And this would be minus 17. So this is arithmetic, so it has a common ratio of negative 3. So it's going to be a sub n equals the first number plus the difference, so it's negative 3 times n minus 1. And so distribute the negative 3. So you get negative 2 minus 3n plus 3. So a sub n equals 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 minus 3n, and greater than or equal to 1. So I was able to fit it on this one. So you could either write it like this, okay, or like this. Okay, for the recursive, a sub 1 equals negative 2, like that, and then a sub n equals the previous number, okay, minus 3. And again, the n is greater than or equal to 2 isn't, let me see if I can fit it here, n greater than or equal to 2. Alright, for number 4, I am not adding the same number because notice plus minus pattern. So I am multiplying. So from 5 to negative 10, that means multiply by negative 2. And then negative 10 to 20, you again multiply by negative 2. So negative 40 times negative 2 is positive 80. And positive 80 times negative 2 is negative 160. So this is a geometric. So it has a common ratio of negative 2. So in this box here, I'm going to put a sub n equals the first number times the ratio to the n minus 1, and n is greater than or equal to 1. And then for the recursive, I'm going to put a sub 1 equals 5, and then a sub n equals the ratio, which is negative 2 times the previous number for all n greater than or equal to 2. Okay, for the next one, I'm dividing by, dividing by 3, which means I'm multiplying by 1/3, right? Because if you take, if I look at these two, 3 over 9 is 1/3. So divide by 3, I get 1, and then 1 times 1/3 is 1/3. It's geometric, it has a common ratio of 1/3. Okay, so it's a sub n equals the first number, which is 81, times the ratio to the n minus 1. And this is for all n greater than or equal to 1. Okay, for the recursive, a sub 1 equals 81, and then a sub n equals the ratio times the previous number, and then it's for all n greater than or equal to 2. Okay, for number 6, we are adding 6. From here to here is 6, here to here is 6. 6, so 31 plus 6 is 37. 37 plus 6 is 43. So it's arithmetic. It has a common difference of positive 6. So it's a sub n equals the first number plus 6 times n minus 1. Whoops. Hold on, let me just fix that. Oh yeah, no, sorry, take it back. I was right the first time. For all n greater than or equal to 1. Now, I didn't write that on every single one because I ran out of room. Okay, that n greater than or equal to 1, but it should be there. And so distribute the 6. So that's 13 plus 6n minus 6. So a sub n equals 13 minus 6, that's 7. 7 plus 6n for all n greater than or equal to 1. And so again, it's either this one or this one. Okay, and then the recursive would be a sub 1 equals the first number, which is 13, and then a sub n equals the previous number plus 6 for all n greater than or equal to 2. The next one, number 7, you're multiplying here by 4, by 4, by 4. So this is 256, and then that times 4 is 1024. So it's geometric with a common ratio of 4. So the explicit formula is a sub n equals the first number times the ratio to the n minus 1 for all n greater than or equal to 1. The recursive is a sub 1 equals 1, and then a sub n equals the ratio, which is 4, times the previous number for all n greater than or equal to 2. Okay. The next one, notice 7 and 8 are similar except the signs are changing, so that means that I'm still multiplying by the number 4, but it's actually by negative 4, right? So this is negative 256, and this is positive 1024, because the negative times the negative is positive. It's geometric, so it has a common ratio of negative 4. So a sub n equals the first number times the ratio to the n minus 1 for all n greater than or equal to 1. So the recursive is a sub 1 is negative 1, and a sub n is negative 4 times the previous number. That's a negative right there, for all n greater than or equal to 2. Okay. For number 9, notice how the numbers are getting smaller, And so from 6 to 2, that's negative 4. From 2 to negative 2, that's also negative 4. So I'm subtracting 4, or adding negative 4. So negative 10, negative 14. So it's arithmetic, so it has a common difference of negative 4. So it's a sub n equals the first number plus the difference, which is negative 4 times n minus 1, for all n greater than equal to 1. So distribute the negative 4, so that's 6 minus 4n plus 4. So that gives you a sub n is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10, minus 4n for all n greater than equal to 1. So the answer, oh, that's a 1 right there. The answer could either be written like this, okay, and like this. Now, I prefer to simplify it like the second one, because when you're going to plug in to find, like, say the 50th number or 100th number in the sequence or series, it's, you know, if you have it simplified, it's a little bit faster. For recursive, a sub 1 is 6, and a sub n is the previous number minus 4 for all n greater than equal to 2. Okay, number 10, you have, let's see, it is being, you're adding, right, 15. So from here to here you add 15, excuse me, and so forth, you add 15. So then it's going to be negative 5 and then 10. So it's arithmetic, common difference of 15, positive 15. So you get a sub n equals the first number plus 15, and then it's minus 1 for all n greater than equal to 1. So I'm going to distribute the 15 minus 15, and so you have a sub n equals negative 80, 65 and 15, plus 15n for all n greater than equal to 1. Okay, so that's one form right here. And because I ran out of room, I didn't put in n greater than equal to 1, but it should be there. And then recursive is a sub 1 equals the first number, and then a sub n equals the previous number, should be a minus, plus 15 for all n greater than equal to 2. Okay, so for 11,